Hi everyone, it's Kai. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a brand new speed build video. And today we are going to be building a I think I would like to call it a pink bricked I meant a pink brick cottage in the world of Hanford-on-Bagley, and this is supposed to be a build that is for a collaboration that I've been invited to do by Bailey Builds on Instagram, and it is basically we are required to refurnish and rebuild the lot, which is Hanford-on-Bagley, and I chose this 20 by 20 lot because it is small, and I thought that because I was a bit busy this week, I had my convocation for my university, so I thought that it would be ideal of me to build on a smaller lot, which is a 20 by 20 lot, and I had a convocation previously for last weekend, and I was supposed to have it 2 years ago, but then COVID came around, and so they pushed it for the next 2 years, which is last Saturday on the 19th of March 2022, and I finally got the convocation and I got to see my friends, and it was a really fun time for me since I think it is the last convocation ceremony for now. Because I'm not planning to do my master's or anything like that. I just want to work because it is the most simplest thing for me, I think, at least for now, but who knows, it might change for a while afterwards. But anyways, we are building a small pink brick cottage in Hanford-on-Bagley on a 20 by 20 lot for a collaboration that I've been invited, which is, I think it's called the Spring Forward Collab. Yes, and it is a collab hosted by Bailey_builds, which you can find on Instagram. I'm not so sure if they have a YouTube channel or a Twitter account, but I was invited by him to do a build for Hanford-on-Bagley, and also accompanied by a lot more simmers. I think there's a total of 12 of us. And it is a pretty small collab, I think, for only 12 people compared to the collab that I did for Michaela Sims, which is the Love is in the Air collab, and the one that is previously. And I am not so sure if I know all of the people in this collab, but basically it is Choki Creative, me, Bailey Builds, Elfish Lee, Amy, How to Live Sims, Indigo Builds, Kikoi Builds, I think this is Muhei Builds. I'm not so sure because it's what I refer to on Discord. And then we also have Oriana's, Sunny Simsy, The Sims Creative, and Yoli Builds. And I think I know maybe like a quarter of them compared to the others, because I think I interacted with a quarter of them compared to like all 12. So yeah, this is a build for a couple of Sims living in Hanford-on-Bagley, and as you can see, the structure of the build is a small cottage with some brick and also some paneling for the exterior wallpaper. I really like the look of this build because it looks super cozy, and also because the colors of it that I chose are of natural colors such as browns, light browns, wood tones, and whites. And I really like this build, even though the floor plan took a bit of time for me to configure and actually figure out, because there is a section in the front part of the build where it is a triangle over here. At first, I was having trouble figuring out the layout I wanted to go for this build, but in the end, it got together pretty well, and also it's very, it's challenging, but it's not that hard because the structure of the interior without the floor plan is basically rectangular, so it was kind of easy to do the other sections of the house, even though figuring out where to put what sections was a challenge for this build. And then over here we are starting off with this interior, which is going to be the living room. It ends up having a kind of greenish and pinkish color scheme for the whole build. And for the exterior, I think the color of the pink that is for this build, because it is called a pink brick cottage, is the pinkish shade of the brick wallpaper, and also the flower decorations for the landscaping that I did. I'm not so sure if I will be adding some landscaping in this video, but I think the landscaping was really easy because I wanted to go for a simple kind of structure for the landscaping, and I think I nailed it for this build. And then over here we're moving on to the kitchen, which is a pink and white color scheme. It is a pretty small kitchen. I tried to fit in a table in the middle, but I didn't end up doing so. Instead, I replaced the table in the middle with a like hanging pots and pans series from the base game, and the color of that thing is supposed to be, I think, like pinkish copper-ish. But I used these counters that are from the Country Kitchen kit, and I really like the pink color on it, so I decided to use them. I really like the rustic look of it, and I thought that the rustic look, even though like I think I said in most of my builds that it is a quite ugly cabinet for the top part, but I think the color scheme suited, and also for the rustic vibes of the cabinet, suited this build very well for the theme and concept. And then I also found those garlic stems from the vampires pack, which I think is from the debug menu, but I decided to put them in here to add more of decoration and make it look more natural and also not so arranged. And then this house also has a single bedroom over here, which is the only bedroom. It is for a couple of sims, so the number of maximum sims you can fit in this house is basically 2 sims. And then I imagine that one of them is really into like writing, and also they have that typewriter, which is a digital one because it has like a tablet on it. And then I also decorated this room pretty simply, and you know, it doesn't look like it belongs to like an elderly sim, so I put in some decorations with a lot of colors to make it look more vibrant, and also just like a young couple that lives here. And then there are also 2 hallways which I just turned into a mini library, since there isn't a lot of space for me to squeeze in any other things besides a tall bookshelf and also some carpet. But the bathroom, which is this part over here, is pretty simple and pretty narrow in my opinion. I think I will be removing that sink over there because I had some trouble figuring out how to squeeze in all 3 things that a bathroom should have into one space. So I think the sink might be inaccessible, but you can definitely delete it because there is a sink in the kitchen. And then over here we are moving on to decorating the porch and also the exterior of the build. The garden space for this build is pretty small, and I could only fit in like a lounge area with an umbrella table, which is this one over here from the backyard stuff pack, which is one of my favorite packs. I really like that pack because of the decorations on it. But anyways, that's the end of the video. I really hope you like this video. If you like it, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And I hope to talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!